Thank you very much for having us here. It's great to be back, yeah.
Yeah, well, I've been tweeting about it all morning. You know, I make no secret. I am an anorak. I am a fan. And so we're delighted to have you along today.
Listen, you guys, you generally supported us from the start as well, so it's you know, it's good for me to come back.
It is all down to us, Danny, yeah.
It is, yeah, you guys take the credit.
Down to your fantastic albums and your brilliant music. It's all down to Jagger.
It's actually you guys singing it, I'm just miming it.
Thanks for finally admitting that.
Mime is money, man. Mime is money, come on.
You're just the face of it all, you know, because you're a bit prettier than us.
So. Apparently you guys have great faces for radio, so...
Remember Milli Vanilli, don't you? Well, it's a similar thing.
Yeah.
OK, well, listen, in a few minutes' time, we're going to talk to you about various stuff you've been involved with, like The Voice, and, of course, your new single with will.i.am. But before we do all of that, are you going to come and do the vending machine?
I would love to, absolutely love to. I'm a big fan of it.
You and I have got to go down to the office, and hopefully whoever gets through, you'll have a chat with the contender as well.
Excellent, let's do it.
So, right, every reason to get through today, more than £1,000, you get to talk to Danny from the script as well.
That's right, but there's a qualifying question you've got to answer first. Which judge has announced she's leaving America's Got Talent? It's been on the news, but which judge is leaving that show? That's your qualifying question.
OK, if you know the answer to that, the number is 0845
105
2
106.
The lines are open in 3, 2, 1. Give us a call right now. Good luck. Me and Danny are off down to the corridor, down through the corridor to the vending machine, and good luck with your £1,000. 1 in 12 chance of winning today.
That's the vending machine next on Real Radio. Jagger, accompanied by Danny from the script. Hello, you two.
Hello.
Hello, we're standing here beside the mean green vending machine.
That's it. Do you know, I was walking through the office, me and Danny just chatting. We look like best mates. We really suit each other, you know.
Like twins, the two of us.
Yeah, whatever, Jagger, whatever. How much have you paid Danny to say that?
It just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
He promised me £1,000 from this vending machine.
No, that wouldn't surprise me. Now then, picked at random to play, we've got Jill from Blackwood. Hi, Jill.
Hey, Jill.
Good morning.
Hi, you're through to play the 8:15 vending machine. Before you get the chance to speak to Danny and play, you've got to answer this qualifying question. You ready?
Okay.
Which judge has announced she's leaving America's Got Talent?
That would be Sharon Osbourne.
It is Sharon Osbourne. Well done. You're through.
Thank you.
Right then, before we go any further, Jill, would you like to say hello to Danny properly then?
I would. Good morning, Danny.
Hi, Jill. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm
you okay
very
this
well,
morning?
thank you. I'm very nervous to talk to you, though.
Oh, you should be nervous about the £1,000, not me. That's more important.
So, Jill, are you a fan of the scripts, and did you watch The Voice? Is that yes to both?
Yes.
And go on, admit it. Do you think Danny's a hottie?
Not very. Yes.
Come on, Jill. Can I be your Jack?
Oh, yes.
Go up the hill.
All right, enough of this flirting already. I feel left out. OK, right, tell us a bit about yourself, Jill. What are you doing today?
Well, I'm actually going into work this morning. I'm actually a nursery nurse and I'm on school holidays at the moment.
Right.
But I'm going in today because I work with children with visual impairments, and I work with a little boy who was actually born without any eyes.
OK.
And we've got a cookery course this morning, so I'm going in to assist him to do some cooking.
Well, let's hope he has a great time doing that, eh?
Yeah, we will do.
OK.
All right. Now, we've got a song to sing.
Yeah.
Now, just think, now, when you're singing this song, because Danny will be singing it as well, you'll have sung officially with the lead singer of the script.
Oh, my God.
All right, then, so sing at the top of your voice.
I will do.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. It's the 8:15 vending machine, vending machine, vending machine. What could be in the vending machine on Real Radio? Wow.
I hugged the mic there, you might have noticed that. I thought, no way, Danny.
And by the way, I didn't turn around my chair there for him either.
All right, then, let's get down to some nitty-gritty. Now, in our machine is £1,000, but you've got to tell me where that £1,000 is. Pick me a number between 1 and 12.
Oh, I'm going to go with number 4.
Number 4. Any reason for that at all, Jill?
No, just random.
OK. Let's put the pound in the slot to see what you've got. Danny, by the way, can you confirm this machine does exist?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm standing in front of it. I'm terrified looking at it. Big teeth on the front of it. Looks really mean. It's the mean green vending machine.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jill, what would you spend the money on if you were to win?
Well, I'm actually hoping for a new kitchen, so I think I'd put it towards that.
Oh, very nice.
Well, the vend is underway, as you can hear. And the vend is complete.
Ooh.
Are you a lucky person as a rule, Jill?
Oh, sometimes, not very often.
Yeah. A bit like me, I have a load of luck, but it's all bad usually. OK.
Jill, good luck.
Thank you.
I can tell you, Jill, you have won.
Ooh.
Well, actually, it's 2. A Twix, I'm afraid. Sorry.
But Jill, look at the positives on this. You got to speak to Danny from the script.
I did.
You have won a Twix, so we'll send that to you as well. The 8:15 vending machine returns tomorrow. One more thing you need to do. Thing. Shout those real winning words.
I'm a real winner!
But Danny from the script is with us, and can I ask Danny a quick question about TV?
Yeah.
Because you know that I like embarrassing type of TV, like I watch, Time Team and stuff. Danny, do you have some embarrassing TV moments as well?
Yeah, I've probably embarrassed myself on The Voice maybe a couple of times. Yeah.
But do you watch anything embarrassing?
I like Storage Wars. Have you seen that?
Storage Wars!
Come
Don't
on!
say that! That's brilliant!
I love Storage Wars.
I do. It's brilliant, Storage
really
Wars.
But they have like this guy employed a midget to come in, a midget on stilts to come in. I love it. I really love it.
The time you got the helicopter to go in there.
I would do it. I would do it. I would actually. I would love to go on like as a team, script team on Storage Wars.
Look at Woody's face. He's buzzing that. He likes that.
Thank you. Danny's backed up my embarrassing TV. EJ, over to you though.
Well, I'd like to ask, X Factor returns to the TV screens in a couple of weeks' time.
Sure.
Would you ever consider doing X Factor?
Performing on it,
as a judge,
or just kind of going in as a contestant.
as a judge.
I don't know if I'd make it through. In fairness, I've never been asked. The reason why I chose The Voice over was because of the credibility factor. I just felt that the script as a brand, we've never really lent our name to anything in particular. But when the BBC came along with The Voice and what it meant, you get to actually judge them on, or even coach them on something that's so important. It's the singing voice. It's not what they look like. If it was, we wouldn't make it anyway.
I think that's why The Voice was so well talked about, and also criticised as well with the press, because there were so many big names involved, like yourself, will.i.am, Jessie J, and Sir Tom. That gave the show credibility on its own without it being aired, even. Yeah,
absolutely. I think one really important thing about the show was that you're getting to see that there's an amazing amount of talent at home. People, you don't have to look across to America. You don't have to look across the waters for some amazing talent, because it's right here. It's just undiscovered now.
And what about, are you going back as a judge in the new series?
I'd love to. I was talking to Will last week. The both of us are. Well, I said to him, I want to go on. If you're going on, he's like, well, I'm not coming back if you're not coming back. So I guess right now it's either none of us are coming back or we're all coming back. So now me and Will are definitely coming back next year. Yeah.
Well, so it's a definite. You will be back.
Yeah.
And of course, there's been talk about Jessie. I mean, I know you probably wouldn't know what's going on behind the scenes, but Jessie's saying that she may not be back. Have you heard anything on that?
I'd be really sad if she wasn't. Because we were really building up a great friendship and a great synergy. Amongst it. Again, it was our first. It's our first time, our first television, especially for myself and Jessie. Just kind of that was our big first TV moments. So we're kind of growing as well at the same time. I fingers crossed she comes back. I'd love the whole cast.
Do you get starstruck as well, being a massive, you're famous yourself, big band, and then you sat next to Sir Tom? Did you feel like, wow, that's Tom Jones?
Yeah, people were saying, what do you say to Tom Jones? And I was like, nothing. You shut up and you listen. When he's sitting there, I get stage fright. My dad. Play behind him, Roy Orbison and people like that. So he's a big time legend in my household anyway. So to actually be on a show where my opinion counts as much as his was a real honour for me anyway,
I'm loving this EJ TV because it contains no EJ whatsoever.
I have. I've read that Jessie isn't coming back to The Voice.
Right.
Now, I don't know, I'm going to be a bit controversial here. I've also read an article that it's because she was a bit of a diva. What do you know about that? Do you know anything about that?
No, she wasn't a diva at all. I think it's really easy to put the crown of diva on whoever the biggest female singer is at the time. She's incredibly articulate and she knows what she wants, and that sometimes can be misconstrued as being too cocky or too arrogant. I think she's a brilliant role model for young women as well, because she's so headstrong.
Yeah.
And that can be conceived as being a diva, but I don't think so. I think she's a great role model. Yeah.
So the press have been a little bit unkind.
A lot unkind. I believe, because I know the Jessie I know isn't the one that I read about in the press. About throwing tantrums and toys out of the pram at all. She's a lovable, really really lovable person. Does loads for charity and does loads to make people laugh during the day. So
brilliant. Well, the music's run out, which means the feature's just ended.
Someone saying quick.
Play this.
Someone tell a joke.
News next on Real Radio.
And have you noticed Danny's now back round with me? Danny's sat next to Jagger because he's bored of Woody's
You've had
talking.
a spray of deodorant, no doubt.
Talking technical, saying, oh, Danny, this board does this, and I noticed he was falling asleep. So anyway, you're back round here now with me.
Danny likes all the production stuff. He was telling me that he's you produce all the script stuff yourself.
Yeah, that's right. We write and produce everything ourselves as well. So yeah, a bit of a dab hand in there behind the volume controls.
You're welcome around this ad any time you want. You know.
Thank you.
I know it's complicated, but I'll teach you some more stuff. Now, listen, the new song with will.i.am.
Yeah.
This collaboration, which, you know what, when we first thought about this, before we heard it,
Sure.
we thought, it's a bit of an odd one. It doesn't sound like it's going to work on paper, but when you hear the song, it clearly does.
Yeah, I mean, it starts to sound like a bit of a car crash because we've got two very individual styles. But the single, we played it to will.i.am. It was about maybe 2 weeks before the end of The Voice. And we played the song, you know, and he turned around and he's like, I want this for my record. That's dope. That's dope.
So he really tried to nick it back from you then? He wanted your song?
Yeah, he wanted the song for his own album. He has an album coming out later on this year called Willpower. And it's a very positive kind of message behind it. I think he heard the song, heard the message behind it, and really wanted to just kind of steal it for his own record.
When he come out with that line, I want it for my album, how did you deal with that?
My eyes were like, you know, he had to literally pick my jaw up off the ground because, you know, he's a massive producer. You know, he's produced everybody from obviously the Black Eyed Peas, all the success they've had, to Michael Jackson, Brandy, you know, Justin Timberlake, all these people. And for him to want to do one of our songs, it was a big honour for us. And we gave the song kind of off to him to say, well, look, write a verse or, you know, write a bridge. And he didn't. He loved the lyrics. He didn't change any of the lyrics. And
can he not appear on his album as well at the same time as your album?
Yeah, I mean, he was making some suggestions about doing like a remix for his album or doing a stripped down version maybe for ours or whatever. I'm like, not a chance, man. This is our single, you know. So we got him in a headlock, had an arm wrestle or two, and we came up with the compromise of doing it line for line. And it's a real true duet in the sense of the word. It's not just him going, yeah, I got peas, yeah, in the background, yeah.
When you see him in his videos, he looks quite moody, but when we saw him on The Voice, you saw a different side to him. Is he genuinely that nice?
Yeah, he really is. Oh, he really is. He's one of those people. He's a man amongst men, king amongst men. He just no matter how talented you think you are, when you're standing beside someone like him, it puts you to shame.
But you got the song.
Yeah, but I got the song. Yeah, well,
it's called Hall of Fame.
It was your song after all. Just a quick, was it written with the Olympics in mind? Because it's a very kind of uplifting type of stuff.
It really started to kind of take that connotation on when we wrote it. It was actually just about rather than turning it around into a fame thing, because, you know, people are so obsessed with being famous. You know, that we wanted to put a positive spin on it, and they want to be famous for being famous.
Yeah.
Whereas we're saying, you know, be politicians, be preachers, be, you know, people of the community. That way you'll end up in the hearts and minds, and that way you'll end up in the Hall of Fame, and everybody will know your name. If you burn with the brightest flame, one day you'll be standing in the Hall of Fame. And it was only when we were watching the Olympics. It was kind of in the background. You see all the slow motion kind of chariots of fire, that we were thinking, this would be an amazing thing for the Olympics. And it's not an official Olympic song at all, but people are really taking it on as their mantra. And, you know, I've heard people are already training to it, and people are already like have it as their back. I want to know how did they download? It's not even out yet, but he was downloading Team GB.
All right, well, it's your song. Why don't you introduce it?
This is the script featuring will.i.am. This is called Hall of Fame,
and it's on Real Radio.